After days of illegal wrangling, the affidavit used by the FBI to obtain a search warrant for former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home has now been released. The federal court released a redacted version of the document this afternoon. Nearly half of the 32-page affidavit, in which FBI agents have expertise in counterintelligence and espionage investigations, is covered in thick black line. 8 pages of additional exhibits and information have also been released, which have not yet been edited. This video continues our coverage of this extraordinary raid. What does it mean for former President Trump? What does it mean for the Republican Party? What does it mean for the upcoming election in November? And what does it mean for the future of the United States? But before we get into all of that, please hit the like button and be sure to leave a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. The affidavit said there were probable grounds to believe that evidence, contraband, proceeds of crime or other items of unlawful possession were improperly stored at various locations in Mar-a-Lago. According to the affidavit, 184 classified documents were found in 15 boxes. This included 25 boxes marked Top Secret. Other boxes were marked with labels indicating they contained a national security information file. Some of the documents were mixed up with others, loose and unmarked. That is what prompted the National Archives to refer the case to the Justice Department. The Justice Department became concerned about the nature of other property documents and that they were not properly safeguarded or stored. The affidavit showed that the Justice Department was also concerned about misleading public statements by Trump and a former administration official regarding material recovered. Shortly after the affidavit was released on Friday, Trump posted an emotional statement on his Truth social media account, calling the search a burglary in my house. He also said federal law enforcement was conducting a full-scale public relations operation. But he gave no explanation for this and said, "We gave them a lot," as he described his voluntary handover of some of the items found at Mar-a-Lago. Threats of violence against the FBI have increased since the August 8 raid. The Justice Department expected violence from Trump supporters and demanded that it be sealed. The FBI also said posting it publicly could lead to criminal activity. "I believe sealing this document is necessary because the items and information to be seized are relevant to an ongoing investigation, and the FBI has not identified all potential criminal accomplices or found all evidence relevant to its investigation," said the Justice Department in a statement. Premature disclosure of the contents of this affidavit and related documents may have a material and adverse impact on ongoing investigations and may seriously and adversely affect the offending party by giving the offending party the opportunity to flee, destroy documents, compromise the validity of the investigation, and notify criminal associates, the statement continued. Trump's attorneys went to court asking the public to see an affidavit detailing the reasons and research into the unprecedented search. The Department of Justice then countered that it contained information that could compromise ongoing investigations and the safety of federal employees. Last week, Judge Bruce Reinhart ordered the department to provide him with an edited version for review for publication. He said Thursday that the administration has shown that the release of all affidavits will reveal information about witnesses, investigative tactics, the scope of the investigation and the grand jury, and now there is reason to retain a lot of that. But he said the government's proposed revisions were now sufficiently tailored to protect the integrity of the investigation and provide the least onerous alternative to keeping the entire document sealed. The affidavit also explains the work of the Privilege Review Committee to identify and separate documents that may be subject to solicitor-client privilege. Yet Trump asked another judge to halt the FBI's review of the Mar-a-Lago documents and appoint a neutral special director. The judge set a deadline of Friday for Trump to resubmit his request, detailing the jurisdiction and legal points he raised in his first request. The FBI attached a letter in which the lawyers said that Trump had, willingly and voluntarily, agreed to provide the case documents he had requested, arguing that the criminal law on classified documents doesn't apply to the president or the former president, who basically says Trump can't break the law. They also reiterated Trump's position that the president has absolute power to declassify documents. President Joe Biden, who defeated Trump in the 2020 presidential election, joked Friday when asked about Trump's claim that as president he has the right to release any documents found to Mar-a-Lago for declassification. "I just want you to know that I've declassified everything in the world. I'm the president. I can do this," Biden said sarcastically. "Bring it on." Biden told reporters at the White House he would not comment on the affidavit and referred questions to the Justice Department, adding, "I don't know the specifics." I don't even want to know. Before the redacted affidavit was released, the court released a Justice Department memo explaining why the information should be kept secret. While about half of the text is redacted, the memo sheds more light on the investigation into how the former president was able to bring home classified documents. So, the process continues. Where will it end? What will be the final result? What do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.